I'm making this video March 18th, 2026. And a little over a century ago, the Irish poet William Butler Yeats wrote, "Turning and turning in the widening gyre, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart, the center cannot hold, and mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. The blood-dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, and the worst are filled with passionate intensity." We are at a time in history that is a hard truth time in history. There are too many people who do not want to have fact-based conversations, measurable information exchanges that have meaningful impact to the future of the world and the future of business, especially as we have known it. Too many people are trying to avoid those conversations and put their head under a rug or hope that it goes away, and it's not going to work. The world in today's business environment has more questions than it has answers. One of the biggest questions, whether you want to admit it or not, is that people are questioning the value of democracy. They are valuing and questioning because democracy is on the decline. That is empirically true and mathematically true. Democracy is on the decline. There are governments, I'm sitting in Eastern Europe at this moment, there are governments in the European Union that are questioning the value of Europe. Inside the United States, we're seeing more decline of democratic institutions, more decline in faith in democracy. People are asking if the U.S. even has value, acting like a democracy, because the biggest, most globally powerful competitors to the United States right now are authoritarian leadership regimes. The company that I co-founded exists every day executing service because of a constitutional republic that executes a democratic process. I tell you as an American, I tell you as a peer, that if businesses do not stand up and defend democracy, exactly nobody else is going to do it. It's not going to come from the elites, and it is not going to come from America's greatest ally in the Mideast, which is an absolute police state. There is no option to follow the current U.S. regime as it is. And that's not me being dramatic, that's the God's only truth. Everybody else is questioning it. Everybody else is shortcutting it. I'm talking about the concept of actual self-determination of the people. And since I'm on the subject of facts, the EU, or the European Union and Europe, is literally on the front line of defining the future of democracy, and Europe's track record of doing pretty much anything since the end of World War II is very, very poor. What has happened here since the end of World War II is follow somebody else. And that is not going to work anymore, because the country you're now following is in decline also. The U.S. is in decline financially. It's in decline with international influence. It's in decline with unity within the country itself. So you cannot follow the U.S. anymore. The U.S. has demonstrated its lack of commitment to Europe time and time again. And I don't know what anybody would think is going to happen, that U.S. is going to finally turn some corner and become somehow incredibly invested in Europe. No. It's going to continue the trend. If you actually believe in real democracy, if you actually believe that real democracy and self-determination of the people is good for mankind, nothing out of the current worldwide political machine is going to work. Businesses, large and small, control the money, control the economic output. Businesses need to stand up and stand for the concept of self-determination of peoples everywhere. I do not see anyone or anything else that is going to do it. And I do realize that most will remain too quiet or too cowardly to try. So I am communicating with anyone else who is willing to share ideas that can make a difference. And hopefully, somehow I can find a way to entertain the other 80 to 90%.